This week for meal prep, you'll probably be seeing some of the same stuff for breakfasts and snacks, but I am going to venture out and try a new recipe for lunch. It's a Tex-Mex spaghetti squash dish, so I'm kind of excited about that. And I think that's about it. I hope you guys will stay tuned for this meal prep video. Thanks.
All right, I'm all ready. I have my measuring containers, my favorite knife, my cutting sheet, and we're gonna start on breakfast. Oh, and my water, because I'm trying to do, you're supposed to drink 50% of your weight every day in water, so that's a lot of water for me. So I gotta be drinking all the time. All right, smoothie packs are first. As you know, I use Shakeology, and so I like to add goodies into my Shakeology just to get my containers down, because I have to eat a lot of containers. So I'll be filling this green container with spinach, and then I'll be filling the purple container with, a couple of days I'll have banana, and a couple of days I will have this organic tropical fruit blend. So I'll just kind of do probably 3 of these and 2 of the bananas, and then we'll be done with one meal. I dropped a piece of spinach and my beagle was like jumping for it, and then he's like, oh, it's vegetables. Okay, I've got 5 smoothie packets ready to go. I'm gonna throw them in the freezer and start on the next meal. If you see me looking up here at my cabinet today, it's because my meal plan is right here. I like to tape it right in front of me, so it's pretty easy. All right, okay, so my snack after my Shakeology will be cottage cheese and whole grain toast this week. So I'll take one of my cottage cheese containers. And protein goes in the red container, so I'm gonna fill this up. Toss it in my Tupperware. Season it with some salt-free, heart-healthy seasoning blend. Pop on a lid. 4 more to go. If you're new to the 21-day fix, one of these containers, which is 32 ounces, is just about 5 servings of protein. There's probably maybe half of the serving left. So just for measuring purposes if you're shopping. And then next, just have to grab my toast, stick it in baggies, and my second meal is all done. Oh, and just as a reminder, one of these pieces of bread is 1 yellow container. Okay, I had just enough bread. Gotta put bread on the list for next week, but all my my snacks, mid-morning snacks, are all done and ready to pop in the fridge. And we'll move on to lunch. Southwest spaghetti squash. Yum. Okay, I'm ready to go, starting my spaghetti squash Southwest style dish. So first I'm gonna turn the heat on to medium-high. Because this is for 5 meals, I'm going to end up doing actually 10 servings of vegetables. I know that sounds crazy, but I want to do double up my vegetable for lunch. So I'm going to do 1 container of onion. Looks like that's not quite enough, so I'm going to cut up a bit more. Bowl. I don't have fancy bowls to put my stuff in like you see on some cooking shows, and I don't care. I'm going cheap, so you'll sometimes see a Christmas bowl and sometimes see other things, and I'm okay with that. All right, this pan seems pretty hot. I'm going to add some olive oil. This is for 5 servings, so to add a little bit more oil is okay because it's going to be spread pretty thin. I'm going to add my ground turkey. Get that broken up and going. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. For my seasoning, I'm going to add some garlic powder. No surprise there. Smoked paprika. free seasoning, salt free. And I'm gonna go find my cayenne pepper and add a little bit of that. Make it spicy. Some pepper. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm watching salt, but you have to have a little. The next vegetable I'm gonna do is a pepper. And the easiest way to avoid the seeds in a pepper is to kind of cut it on the side and kind of look inside, and I miss the rib and just kind of cut all the way around the rib. And you're basically keeping all the seeds and everything intact. And there, look, no seeds at all. Rib right here. Let me grab my garbage bowl. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, let's see if that got us, whoops. Let's see if that got us a container of peppers. Remember to keep count. Oh, look at that, one pepper. That was probably a medium-sized pepper. Does do one container, so that's awesome. All right, the next vegetable I'm going to do is a tomato. Well, that's not quite a container, so I'm going to make up for it with a little bit of extra zucchini. Zucchini, yellow, green, doesn't matter. This is just what I have. The meat is done, it's ready to measure out, so I'm going to set that to the side. Currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4 veggies. I need 9 more. Let's see if I can make it out of the spaghetti squash. If I can't, then I'll find another vegetable to add in. Okay, so I have all the spaghetti squash that I pre-cooked in the microwave. So I'm just going to measure it out in my green container because spaghetti squash is a vegetable. And remember, I'm going for 9 servings. Let's see how I can do here. Okay, so I was only able to get 5 servings out of spaghetti squash. So I'm going to have to get a little creative, and that's okay. So right now I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I only need 1 more. I miscounted. I'm not good. All right, I'm ready to measure out my meat. So I need 5 servings of protein from this turkey. Okay, so a 16-ounce package of ground turkey is just over a serving. That might be actually 1 more protein, so it might be 6 servings. Let's just measure it and see, just so we know. Yeah, a 16-ounce container of a package of ground turkey is actually 6 servings in this 21-day fixed plan. So another piece of information. All right, let's get this dish going. So I'm going to, there's already a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm not gonna, just from the meat, I'm not gonna add more. Let's get the onions in there first.
All right, I made a boo-boo, so I'm gonna just fess up and move on. I forgot I wanted to add salsa to this as a sauce, so I need to take away one of my vegetables. Funny! So these will be cubed up for something different. So I'll just have 1 container of squash rather than 2. All right, I'm gonna put that in a baggie and use that for something else. And instead, fill up my container with organic salsa. This has nothing other than just vegetables in it. It's not anything weird. It has some vinegar in it, obviously. Salsa needs vinegar. That's a free food. Okay, here we go.
Okay, these onions are ground up. I'm going to throw in my peppers and zucchini. So the yellow container is for carbs. I'm going to do a few carbs this week. Now this is for 5 meals, so I need 5 containers of carbs. I'm going to start out with some black beans. And then some garbanzo beans. These are all organic, low sodium. This is a great starch to have, and I believe it also has some good protein in it as well. So this is gonna fill me up. Okay, that's 2. I think I'll do one more of the black beans. That'll be 3. One more of garbanzo beans. That'll be 4. And then I'm going to do 1 yellow of corn, which is also a carb. It is not a vegetable. I'm going to grab a fork and check. Yeah, there's still a little bit of firmness to them, but I want to cook this stuff too, so throw in your starches. We're at the point we're going to want to get everything mixed together so that the flavors start to join. So I'm grabbing my meat. Toss in the salsa. I'm going to pop the lid on and let it hang out for a little while. Clean up. All right, let's take the lid off, stir it around, and taste it. You gotta always taste your food because you never know unless you take a little bite. You might need a little something extra. Don't eat a lot, just a little bit. Actually, it's great the way it is. It's spicy and not too salty, just actually perfect. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And then I'm going to attempt to divide this up equally into 5 containers. Well, I think that's pretty good. We're not going for perfection, but we're going for as close as possible. Now I'm going to take these tomatoes that I cut up and divide it up over the 4 dishes. All right, are you ready for the best part? Shredded cheddar jack mix. I'm going to use half of a blue on each of these containers. There you go, lunches are ready. I'm going to actually put these on the counter to let them cool. If you put them in the refrigerator hot, it makes everything else in your refrigerator hot. So believe it or not, we're already at our last snack that I need to prepare for the whole week. And this week I'm going to do a fruit and a protein. And I'm going to go for these pizza veggie burgers. So 1 veggie burger is 1 bread container. So I will take 1 of these each day to work. And I think there's only 4 in here. Yes, there's only 4. So then the other day that I don't have a veggie burger, I will have these chickenless crispy tenders, and it's a good protein source as well. There's 12 grams of protein in here, and it's all good ingredients. So we'll get these bagged up. All right, so I've got my proteins all bagged up and ready to go. I will pop these back in the freezer because they're meant to cook from frozen. And then for my fruit for my snack in the afternoon, I will either have one of these cute little apples, or I will have 2 cuties, which is equal to 1 purple container. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, please just leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to connect with you on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You name it, I'm on it. So find me on those. All right, you guys, have a great week.